feel free.
I guess just initial thoughts on how tonight went and everybody kind of playing together.
Well, I mean, we've still got a lot of room to grow. There's no question about that. At times, I thought we looked really good. Then at times, I thought we looked poor. We've got to do a much better job communicating at the defensive end of the floor, helping each other. If I could get Mikasa's the one that when she's on the floor, I think she brings a calm to everyone because of how well she plays at the defensive end of the floor. She's always getting a hand on the ball. The number of deflections she has is outstanding. And I've got to get a few more to get into that, especially on the perimeter. Haley's done a really nice job in 2 games. We've broken down film and looked at defensive stance, defensive, pressure on the ball, jumping to the ball, being in help side. But I've got to get more. Cece's one where she had some moments tonight where she was really, really good. And it's exciting to see that growth is coming through because I think she can really be an impact for us at the defensive end. But, that's kind of where we've lost a little bit right now, and that's what we have to get back. And that's part of a new team. I mean, that's when you get new players and you got new kids. It's, we had a good returning core for a while, and now we are getting some new ones that come through. They're very talented. They've just got to understand and learn to play the defensive end how we play. But there's no doubt they will, and it's just going to take a little bit of time.
Coach Nyla, very impressive again this evening. She's really come in and kind of given the Post a little bit of a spark in there, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's done a great job. I mean, she has a motor that goes. It's the one thing I know about her, and I appreciate it. She runs the floor hard. She sprints hard. She rebounds it. She's going to be a really, really good player, and we're very fortunate to have her.
Jeff, you were talking a little bit about the struggle on defense. Aside from, or I guess let me put it this way, you have that stretch over the third and fourth quarter where they miss, I think, 16 out of 17 shots. Was there, Haley was talking about it, they were kind of getting on each other, kind of lighting a fire under them. Was it simply that? Were there other adjustments you guys made to kind of start causing that?
No, I mean, we really just had to close out faster. I mean, we were closing out short on a team that likes to shoot threes. I mean, it's not that they took a crazy amount, but, I mean, they're close to half their shots. I mean, you throw up about 8 more and you got half of them. So 26 attempts out of 65 total attempts is pretty significant. So we're going to run into the same thing when we go down to Belmont. And we've had back-to-back games where we have not defended three-point line well.
That was a quick follow-up on that. How concerned are you on that, and how easy of an adjustment is it to clamp down on that?
Oh, I'm concerned because I know how good Belmont shoots the ball, and I know the number of threes they're going to take. And if you're not there contesting them, you're just playing it into their hands. We're over-helping at times for no reason when someone's not beat, which then instead of peeling out to get to the shooter, we're sucking in. Some things that we continue to work on in practice and we'll keep working on. But it is a concern for a Sunday's game for sure.
I guess talk about Morgan and how you feel like she did tonight, and is she okay? She took that hard fall and didn't come back in.
She said she's fine. At that point in time, there was just no reason to put her back in the game. If she would have had to have gone back in, she was cleared to play. But at this point in time, it was like, hey, just get some rest. You're good.
Say 50 to 18 advantage points in the paint for y'all this evening. Was that one of the pregame things you talked to the team about, is just getting that ball inside and scoring?
Well, it was. I mean, and we talked about the need to try to make sure we get some post touches. It's something we'll continue to need to do as the year goes on. It's not easy to post up, and it's not easy to throw a pass in there. And both of them think either one is easy. They both think the other is easy to do. So, when you're sitting there banging with somebody trying to get post position, then also when you're trying to get the right time to throw the pass in when someone's guarding you, it's not easy. So we continue to work on that in practice as well, because we're going to need to have the ball go inside out to give our shooters an opportunity to get a couple shots that are coming from in out instead of always having to try to find their own.
Jeff, can you talk a little bit about Narika's status and how much that affected the rotation today, and if she'll be available this weekend?
Yeah, you know what, with Reek right now, I'm not quite sure, what she's going to be able to do. She's really working hard on school right now. I mean, there's a lot that's being put on her academically. She's close to graduating with a marketing degree. And taking a lot of hours, and that's just some extra stress that's being put on it. So right now, we're just going to do whatever we can to make sure she's in a good place and continue to succeed on that side before we worry about bringing her back into the basketball side. Because we definitely miss her. We miss her personality. We miss her as a person. But she knows that we're here for her, and we're going to keep helping her.
Who does that open up opportunities for minutes and for scoring opportunities?
Well, I think you just got for Peyton, for Russell, Marissa, for all of them. I mean, we've got that group in there right there that is going to get some minutes. And then this was a game. What I appreciate about from Liz and Josie is this was not a great game for them because of how they spread it out and they're all out shooting threes. But we're going to have plenty of games where they have a post player, and we're going to be able to sit in there and guard it. So, I just appreciate their attitudes about all of it.
Going back to Nyla, I remember during the preseason you mentioned, how you don't have to tell her to play hard. She just has that natural instinct to her. What has she shown you just overall that has allowed her to get those, quite a few minutes as a freshman early on?
Well, she's good. She competes. I mean, it's, you can go hard and you can be active, but she produces as well. I mean, if you look at the stat sheet, she drew 6 fouls tonight. So now she had 4 herself, which is something, because she plays so hard, she's going to foul a lot. She's trying to figure out, when not to pick up some silly fouls. But I love what she brings us. She did a great job stepping up at the free throw line tonight, goes 3 of 3, gets 6 rebounds. I thought she played a really, really good basketball game, and she's only going to continue to get better.
Coach, my question's kind of along the lines of that. Of the new players, how would you gauge their confidence? Kind of seems like you kind of answered that a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to continue to grow. I mean, because they're all getting adjusted to something completely new, a new style of play, new expectations, and they're going to get better. I thought CC tonight played with more confidence out there. And then Morgan started the game fantastic again, and does some really good things. I've just got to get them all to just take care of the basketball a little bit more. Now, tonight was better with only 13 turnovers. But if you look at the number of unforced is what we have to cut out.
Coach, with Belmont coming up, just some of the things that you know about that, some of the things you're going to try to expect and get ready for.
Well, they spread the floor. They shoot the 3. You're going to have to be prepared for man zone. Bart does a great job down there. So, I mean, they had an unbelievable run there in the NCAA tournament this past season. So you're getting a team that's got experience and can play. And it's not like they're scared to play someone. So it's going to be a ball game. It's not one I'm just planning to go on down there and think we're coming back with an easy win. That's not going to happen.
It's, on the surface, it looks like this team just plays really well together early on. Haley mentioned it's, a big part of that is just the talent. I guess, can you speak to how you feel that this team is gelling right now, especially with 3 new starters and, a bunch of newcomers in general?
Yeah, it's a work in progress. I mean, we have gotten I think a better as we've gone through, and now these games are going to help. You can practice all you want. It's different once you start playing games, and then you start seeing, okay, I'm good at this, you're really good at this, and then you start working together to be able to showcase each other's talents. And that's something that I think you're going to continue to see get better and better. Thank you, everybody.